I've got my Milk Hydro Grip Primer on the back of my hand, 1 pump of my MAC Studio Radiance foundation. Mix this together, mix it well because you don't want it to be kind of like lumpy, and it to be fair, it mixes really easily. We're gonna get a medium-sized fluff brush. It's really important to buff this into the brush before you buff it into the skin. And now we're gonna work on this side first so you can really see what this looks like. Can you see how this is giving such a nice glow to the skin at the same time? And what we're doing is we're just pushing it into the skin. We're not brushing it. I'm going to apply a little bit of this concealer to the back of my hand. We're going to get the foundation. We're going to add just like half a pump of it to the concealer. We're going to mix this together. So I'm using the Kosas Plump and Juicy spray. Now, although it's not a setting spray, this is really going to help to make the concealer a little bit more kind of hydrating, not so dry and not so cakey looking. So we're just going to spray the beauty blender. We're going to then buff the sponge into this concealer and foundation mix. So we're really buffing it into this foundation and concealer first, and then we're going to buff it onto the skin. Mixing your concealer in with your foundation can really help to keep your base looking cohesive. We're going to get a big powder brush. We're going to dip into this powder, just buff it into the palm of your hand, and then we're just going to lightly press over the rest of the face. Just remember that when you've set your base, it's always going to take around 30 minutes for your natural oils to come through and for it to look a little bit more lived in.